Hi, welcome to my review of The Northman. This movie stars Alexander Skarsgård, how to pronounce that right, Nicole Kidman, Claire's Bang. He played Dracula on that, I forgot what it was on Showtime or whatever it was. He played Dracula in that movie. I thought he was real good as Dracula. And Ethan Hawke is in this, and Anna Taylor-Joy, and plus William Dafoe. And this is the tale of a young Viking trying to avenge the murder of his father, the king, by his uncle. you know, so this is, again, it takes place during the Viking era. And the young king, played by Alexander Skarsgård, his name is Amleth. Okay, his mother is Nicole Kidman. She plays Queen Gudrun. And Ethan Hawke is the father, and Claire's Bang is the uncle. Okay, and, one, like I see in the trailer, it's kind of straightforward in that way that, they introduce you to the characters, and then all of a sudden one day after his father kind of teaches him how to be, what it takes to be a man and stuff, and in the Viking culture and all this stuff, his uncle betrays him and kills his father and kidnaps his mom, and he escapes. And this is basically his years-long quest as he grows up to be a man, to get vengeance on his uncle for killing. He swears, he makes a swear as a little kid that he will avenge his father, rescue his mother, and kill his uncle. Okay, kind of straightforward. They don't really show. They kind of do a time jump between the time he's like I guess a young preteen boy to when he's Alexander Skarsgård, and this movie is really brutal and the violence and suffering. And Alexander Skarsgård, he looks the part. He looks intense, and he's focused on on the one thing, getting his revenge and stuff against his uncle. Now the thing, I really like this movie a lot, again, because the violence is great in this, and the need for revenge I thought is really good. Well, Alexander Skarsgård, I think, plays such an intense character, and you really want to see him get his revenge. And but the Claire's Bang, who plays the uncle, you don't really get to know him that well. I would have liked, because that actor is really good, and I think if they would have spent a little bit more time with him, just so you can know his motivations. I mean, you get a little bit of it, but to me, not enough, where you understand his complete motivation. There's, like I said, there's a moment in the beginning of the movie and towards the middle of it where they kind of explain it, but not. I think the movie would have benefited more if they would have actually spent more time with the uncle's character, just so you can know his motivation completely and understand why this character is doing what he's doing. So that's kind of that. I thought Nicole Kidman as the mother, she was she's not in the movie as much as you would think, but she is intense. And if you'll see the movie, you know what I mean by that. And Anna Taylor-Joy, she plays like this girl that he meets along the way, on his quest for revenge and stuff. And I thought she was decent in her part. Not too much meat to her part, but I thought she was real good, and I thought she works well off acting against Alexander Skarsgård. I thought she was good. But again, this movie is purely Alexander Skarsgård to me. In this, he's so intense and so focused on getting his revenge and stuff, and it's crazy. It's just intense. Again, the violence is intense, and the movie is intense, and you're waiting to see how he's going to get his revenge and how it plays out. And that part of it is good to me. It's just that, again, the uncle's motivation to me is not that well established to me, in my opinion. I think his part is underwritten, the uncle. I think it would have been better if they would have spent a little bit more time on the uncle, so you can know his complete motivations and stuff and why he did what he did. Okay, I think that would have made the movie even better. But as it is, I think it's an intense movie. It's entertaining. William Dafoe has a kind of a small part in this, so he's not in as much. But I enjoyed it. Like I said, my only negative to me is that the uncle's motivations to me is not as spelled out as it should have been. I mean, they do kind of, like I said, there's kind of some spots in it where they kind of tell you his motivation, but you don't really get to a real good sense of the uncle, which I think is a kind of a detriment to the movie, I think. But Alexander Skarsgård, to me, is completely, he owns this movie. He's super intense, and you believe him wanting his revenge and stuff. And what he does in this movie, even at a certain point when you understand what I'm talking about, at a certain point where things could have been different, but he's focused on his revenge, and that's what he wants, and that's what he's going to do. Okay, which is intense. He's driven. And like I said, he played Tarzan before, I think with, what's her name, Margot Robbie, in a movie, which I really loved. I thought I really like Alexander Skarsgård. He's a really good actor. Okay, and he should play some kind of superhero in some movie, I don't know what movie they could possibly play. So if they didn't already have, Chris Hemsworth. He could have been a great Thor, I think. But overall, I'm gonna give The Norseman, I'm gonna give it a 7.8. Okay, I think I would have gave it an 8, maybe more, if the uncle's motivation to me would have been better, more spelled out, and more where you could understand, why he's doing what he's doing. I definitely would have gave this movie an 8 or more. But as it is, I think that kind of hurts the film, and as much that his motivation's not as clear cut to me as it should have been, kind of laid out there so you could understand the uncle and why he's doing what he's doing. Okay, like instead of somebody says it, I guess in a way, when a movie kind of just tells you instead of showing you. I think that's my only negative with this, that they just tell you about the uncle's motivation, but they don't show you, okay, what led up to that, why he's doing what he's doing. I think that would have been better as a movie if they would have done that. Okay, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. Just an intense movie. Alexander Skarsgård is fantastic in this role. Love him. And Nicole Kidman, especially, there's one scene in this movie, when you watch it, look for that with Nicole Kidman, where she really just kind of chills your bones in that scene. But anyway, let me know what you think. The Northman, what do you think of it? I'll leave a link to it in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I'm not a link to it, excuse me. Again, I give it a 7.8, and I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Blog Views and Opinions. Be check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my patron. I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere. I want to say thank you to him for supporting me and always having my back. And on my patron, which is only $5 a month, I have tons of content on there, tons of unedited TV show reactions on there. I got everything from WandaVision to Loki to Moon Knight to Hawkeye to What If to the Titans to Doom Patrol to the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, Superman and Lois, Stargirl, all 4 parts of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and much, much more. And I'll definitely be doing I think Boba Fett, in June. I'll be Obi-Wan, that series comes out. I want to definitely be reacting to that as well, and my Patreon as well. I'm probably react to that just on my Patreon, probably not on this channel as well. It depends on what else is going on at the time, because I also gonna try to do She-Hulk when that comes out, and also Miss Marvel comes out as well. So I'll let you know what will be on my Patreon and what will be on here, because I think some of them I won't. Maybe I'll do them on my Patreon and not on this channel. I'll let you know. And also, I'm sorry, The Flash Season 8 is on my Patreon as well. Okay, follow the link below to the Patreon. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to the channel. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long, and take care.